Hey guys, today is Saturday, and normally I would be doing a weekend vlog, but since I'm doing the Crocktober thing, I'm just gonna do like a video Saturday, a video Sunday, like I used to do. Honestly, it's like I used to do, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it this way or if I'm going to just do it for October. I said that in another video. But I'm about to get my next crock pot dish. I'm going to try to call them crock pot dishes because they're not all full meals. Which actually, the soup we had last night could have been like part of a meal. Like, you know, soup and salad or whatever. But we ate it as a meal by itself. Because you can. It's got vegetables and all the fun stuff in it. The protein and the everything. That stuff was so good, y'all. You need to try that. If you like a creamy soup, it was just good. You couldn't taste the spinach either. I know some people are like, ew, spinach. You couldn't taste it. It was just some vitamins and texture and deliciousness. That's all that was. I mean, you might have been able to taste it a little bit, but I have a very, like my palate is very sensitive. I can usually taste things if it tastes strong. And I mean, you could taste the spinach, but it didn't taste bad. But then again, I like spinach. But I usually don't like cooked spinach a lot, but I'm finding that there's several recipes I've had cooked spinach in that's really good. So, anyway, let's stop talking about last night, because it's going to make me hungry and I hadn't broke my fast yet. Let me get started on tonight's. Now, this one is a little bit different because, one, I'm only going to do half because it serves 12 and we don't want that much. But I'm going to tell you the full recipe. And, oh my goodness, she's already been fed. And two, I don't have any marjoram, which is an herb. I don't have any of that, but I have done my research. And the closest flavor to marjoram is oregano, so I'm just going to use that. If you have marjoram, that's fine. Which technically I do have marjoram, but it's in the Italian seasoning. So, yeah, that's the thing. Now, there was oregano, thyme, and some more other herbs you could use. So I'm like, that could be Italian seasoning. And I thought about just putting Italian seasoning in this. But I decided I'm just going to use the oregano because it doesn't call for multiple different herbs. It just calls for one. So I'm going to tell you what we need. Oh, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you what it is. This is a side dish that we're going to have with some grilled chicken thighs today. It is lentil stew over couscous. Now, Jeff doesn't really like lentils, and he doesn't really like couscous. He will eat both, but he doesn't really like it. But he picked this. Jeff picked this. It's coming from the Easy Home Cooking Slow Cooker Recipes book. It's a very tiny book. You see how, I mean, it's not even as wide as my finger. It's not going to focus very well because it sees me. Let me hide. Is it going to focus? No. Now? Maybe? Y'all get the idea. Let me quit being weird. Now it's dark. Hello. Like me, camera. It doesn't like me. There we go. Anyway, it's a very small, skinny book. And it's not going to look exactly like that because I don't have fresh carrots. I have some that I froze, that I processed and froze a while back because I didn't want them to ruin, and I don't have the, you know, carrot to make the little curl on top. Nobody here cares about the curl. And I don't have the fresh celery leaves because I'm using what I put away before. So, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. In fact, all of my vegetables are going to be ones that I prepped and put in the freezer. Every one of them. So this is what I need. And this is for the full recipe, not what I'm doing. 1 large onion, chopped. 1 green bell pepper, chopped. 4 ribs of celery, chopped. 1 medium carrot, cut lengthwise into halves, then cut into 1-inch pieces. Oh, I told a fib. I do have one that's not frozen. 2 cloves of garlic. That's not frozen. Chopped. Not minced. Chopped. 1 can, 14.5 ounces. Nope, I skipped something. I'll go back. Of diced tomatoes, undrained. That's a fruit. It's canned. 3 cups of lentils, about 1 pound, rinsed. 1 can, 14.5 ounces of reduced sodium chicken broth. I don't have any cans or cartons or anything like that. I'm going to make mine from my stuff in my refrigerator, my paste, which is fine. 3 cups of water, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon dried marjoram leaves, 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and later we're going to need 4.5 to 5 cups of hot couscous, the carrot curls, and the celery leaves. So this takes 8 to 9 hours to cook on low, and that's what I'm going to do, because this is, I believe because this being a legume, it's going to take longer to cook, which usually lentils don't take that long to cook. But it is a stew, and we want it to get all the flavors together. So let me go ahead and get all my vegetables prepped, and I'm going to sit at the table to do all of that. You're not going to see it, but I'm going to sit at the table because for whatever reason after Wednesday, I'm having more difficulties with my sciatic nerve again. Yesterday, the therapy was less intense on purpose because I was having problems. And I am back to the pain level I was at before I went to the doctor. I was doing better. And then Wednesday, when I went in, I did some things that she wanted me to do. They were crazy, like too intense. I wasn't ready. She should have known that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I wasn't ready to do those exercises yet. My body was not ready. I was not far enough along in the therapy to do those. I did them. I did not like them. And now I'm paying the price. But I didn't know it was going to be this way. I would have refused. I would have been like, nope, I'm not doing it. Because now I am just as bad as before I went to the doctor. And I'm taking the pain medicine. So, lots of sitting for Kathy right now. And, I'm going to quit complaining and go get this stuff done. I'm still happy though because I don't know, I just am. I choose to be. I choose to be happy. I choose to be in a better mood. But let me go chop up some vegetables and I'll be back. Okay, so hopefully I have everything out because if I don't, well, I'll have to go get it. That's just all there is to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started putting everything in. And I'm going to start with the way that it's listed on the recipe. And I did tell a little fib. I didn't mean to. I didn't think about it. I was going to use some frozen onion. But then when I went in to get the garlic, I just grabbed the onion because I wasn't thinking that I was going to use the frozen. And I had already started cutting it up. And I'm like, oh, I was going to use frozen. Whoops. So I told y'all a little fib on accident. So, onion first. And I don't know if it's chopped enough. But it's chopped enough. For me, anyway. I did good enough for me. There's a little bit of like, there's nothing wrong with eating that part. But some people might get turned off by it. They might be like, ooh, no, I don't want that. Alright, the bell pepper. And, whenever you are, I did slice these vegetables down a little bit more. Whenever you're cutting up frozen vegetables, you have to be super careful because they're a little slipperier, so just be careful. And they do things like this right here. They get a little brown on them. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little, you know, it'll be totally fine once the color, once you cook it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's oxidation, okay? I may have too much of the celery. I was supposed to do the celery next, but whatever. And another thing with frozen vegetables, there's a little extra liquid, it seems. There's So, okay, and then the garlic. I didn't do that right. I was supposed to do it with the not sharp side. That's the safe way. I just grabbed my big cutting board. I don't use it often enough because it's harder to clean. That looks funny to me too. So I'll put it down there with my funny stuff. That one thing, I don't know why it's down there. Alright, I'm going to rinse my hands just to get this stuff off. Like literally just rinse the vegetable off. So the next thing I'm putting in is the lentils, and these are green and brown lentils because I only had about 1 1/4 cup of the brown, so I had to grab some green ones. It's fine. It doesn't specify what color anyways. It doesn't tell you what color at all. There's more garlic. The lentils, and then some tomato. Now I'm only going to put half this in here. Oh, I don't want to use that. Oh, how'd it get wet? Okay. I'm only going to put half this in here because I don't need all of them. Oh, I need a little bit more. Okay, whatever. We're just close enough. And then I'm putting the rest of these in this. We're going to... And on the floor because that's me today. Okay. It works. It's fine. Actually, it didn't go on the floor. It went on the dish. Now it's on the floor. Okay. Yay. Well. I seem to be a messy cook today, which drives me nuts because then I have to clean up more mess. I don't know why I'm so messy other than pain. I'm okay, y'all. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll be alright. So I'm going to move this because I'm going to end up making a mess. Look at all that clean space now. That's why I like that big cutting board, because you can just put everything in there. Alright, so let's do the rest of these things. Now, right here I have the water and the chicken broth mixed. I know this is not really chicken broth because it's the paste, but we don't mind that. I'm trying to get all that off of that spoon. Come out of there. Get it out with my finger. We want all of the flavors. Okay. I've got to wash my hand now. It got under my fingernail. I can't handle it. Y'all, I don't know. Am I even recording? Why am I stirring it? I don't know. Because I've lost it. I have complete... This looks good. Okay. No, I'm not on drugs. I'm just wacko today. Okay, it says 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, this is a tablespoon, but I'm going to use it, and it'll be about 1/8 of a teaspoon for us, which we could use more. We don't mind the pepper. Oregano in place of the marjoram, about 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm going to use my finger because I did this in the... That's about good enough. But I'm using the oregano in place of the marjoram. Sometimes you have to, you know, substitute things. Alright, I'm going to stir up my apple cider vinegar. It says cider vinegar. It does not say apple cider vinegar. But this is what I have, that's cider vinegar. So this is what I'm using. Tablespoon. And then, put that back. A tablespoon of olive oil. Get all that goodie off. Alright, so now I'm just going to stir it up. Put the lid on it. I will check it periodically. And maybe halfway through. Oh, I hate that noise. Why am I not using my silicone? Put that away. Get it away from me. I'm gonna put my lid on it and check it every once in a while, but on low for 8 to 9 hours. I'm thinking about yesterday's food still. It was 7 hours on low. 8 to 9 hours on low. So, there we go. I'll be back. Okay guys, I decided I'll come over here and check this because got about an hour and a half left is what it's my timer says. And so I just wanted to see what it looks like. I have started once, but it's been like maybe an hour and a half after I first started it. But it is getting, like, the lentils are getting done. Everything's cooking. But I'm beginning to wonder if I still put too much vegetable in this, or if I didn't cut them small enough. But you know, it doesn't matter if they're cut small enough, because we don't care if they're cut bigger. They'll still taste just as yummy, I'm sure. But it smells really good. And this is what it's looking like right now. It doesn't really look like a stew, but it's supposed to go over the couscous, but it's got an hour and a half left. I should have gotten a fork to check one of these carrots. Also, I was printing on some vellum and I got ink all over me. My hands are not dirty, y'all know that. Let me see if this is, I can't get it to, that one's not done. Are you done? No. It may take longer. Yeah, these are not. They're over halfway, but they're not. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. But it's only 2:42 in the afternoon right now. I started this early because I know legumes take longer to cook. So I thought, we may be going a little bit longer than what it said because of that. Plus, I really don't know if my timer is right because I started timing it after I had done everything, probably a couple hours after. So I don't know. We're gonna let it cook until it's done though. But there is something else I wanted to say. On the picture, it shows, it looks like it has cheese on it. Let me get the book. I left it on here. I don't even need it on there anymore. But it looks to me like there's cheese on that. But there's no cheese in the recipe. So I really don't know what kind of cheese you would use. But it's a white cheese. Maybe it's Parmesan. It looks like, you know, skinny, like maybe Parmesan or something. I don't know. But it doesn't call for any cheese at all. But it smells really good. So, we'll close the book because I don't need it anymore. And I don't know. I'm going to see if I can find. I might have got this from the Dollar Tree. Because, I mean, it's a possibility I got it from the Dollar Tree. Because I was thinking about that later. But I don't know where I got it from. Honestly, I don't. But, anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share the actual recipe with you guys, like in printed form. I know I can't put it on my blog and claim it because it's not mine. It's in the book, you know. But I'm going to see if I can find something like it online to share with you guys. So you can have it if you want it. And as always, whenever we try a new recipe, I'll let you know if we like it or not. But right now, I've just been doing some desk stuff. And printing on some vellum and getting my hands, I touched it before it was dry. It was much worse. That's a boo-boo on my finger. Why am I telling you? I don't know, because I'm crazy. But anyway, it was much worse than what it is now. My hands were. They look dirty, but they're not. It's just ink that won't come off. On Saturdays, I don't really do much. Because, I mean, whenever Jeff's home, we might go somewhere or we might do something around the house. But otherwise, I don't do like housework and stuff except dishes and, you know, cooking, which cooking's not work to me. I like it, so it's fun. But I don't really do, the ice maker's so rude. I don't really do work around the house unless I have to. Like, if one of the dogs makes a mess, which is rare, but they are old, and sometimes, you know, they have accidents. Very rarely, we'll clean that up. Or if I make a mess in the floor in the kitchen or whatever, I clean that up. But otherwise, I really don't do housework. I do all that throughout the week so I can enjoy the weekends. It's not as much fun when Jeff's not home, though. But he'll be home in less than 30 minutes, so that's good. But I'll be back whenever this is done. Now, the Cous, actually before it's done, probably, because I'm going to show you how we're going to season the chicken. We're going to grill that. And the Cous Cous, all you do is add hot water. So I'm not going to show you that either. You just follow the box instructions. So it's very easy to do that part. So I'll be back probably when we're doing the chicken. Okay, I ran back over. I did not run. That's a lie. I did not run. I can't run. If somebody was after me, they'd have to just, I'd be like, okay, I just roll over and be there. I can't run. Well, I probably could if somebody was really after me. But anyway, I did find the recipe online, but the lady that put it online, she rearranged the ingredients, and it's the same exact recipe though. And I did realize when I was looking at hers, I looked back at the book, it's supposed to be 8 to 9 hours. Oh no, I don't know if I told y'all that. I don't know if I told y'all wrong, but for some reason my brain was saying 7 hours. So this has got a lot longer than what I was thinking, because it's probably got about 2.5 to 3.5 more hours, not just 1.5. Or no, 1.5. No, yeah, 2.5 to 3.5 more hours instead of 1.5, because I did for 7. Anyway, I did find it online, the same exact recipe, and I read a couple of the comments, and I also read what she put on there. She said she got it from Best Love Slow Cooker Recipes. This is Easy Home Cooking Slow Cooker Recipes. So I don't even know. But anyway, the comments, some of them that I read, said that it was really good. So maybe they know what they're talking about. But I'll have it down below for y'all, so you can, like, you know, make it if you want to. And remember, mine is just halved. So I'm gonna go wait on Jeff to get home. I don't know what else, but I'll be back. Okay, so I'm about to marinate the chicken. We won't be cooking for a little while, so it's gonna have a couple of hours to marinate. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I got them on sale at Sam's. This is not all of them that were in the pack. This is just 2 of the packages. But anyway, I'm going to do some Italian dressing. It's a dressing and marinade. It's actually zesty Italian. I'm going to do some of this. And the reason why we like doing the Italian dressing is because it has oil in it, so it keeps things from sticking to the grill. That's probably about a half a cup, maybe a little bit more. And it also has lots of herbs and stuff in it. It's got, let's see, it's got garlic, red bell pepper, onion, and I guess that's all. Not as many herbs as I thought. So we like to do that because of that part. And because we have become addicted to this, not really, but you know, it's really good. We're going to put some buttery steakhouse seasoning in here. Sometimes we get stuck on a seasoning and we just can't seem to get away from it. And then I'm going to put some of our steak seasoning. It's that, what do you call it? The McCormick steak seasoning. I'm going to go grab the Danos. I'll be right back. Okay, it's the McCormick Grill Mates Kansas City, I think is what it was. And this is the Danos. It's low sodium. I keep forgetting we have this. So I remembered we had it, so I decided I would use that. So now I'm going to cut these open. Let me get scissors. I mean, I've got a pair of scissors right beside me, but had to turn around and grab these for whatever crazy reason. So, let me see. I think I'm going to do one pack at a time just to make it easier. I should be able to just rip this apart. No, can't do it easy, can I? Alright, so get those in there. I know some of the chicken juice went in there, but you know, it's on the chicken. And I'll wash these because now they have been contaminated with the chicken. Always make sure you clean everything after you mess with chicken. I'm gonna wash my hands. Actually, I'm gonna throw this away, then I'll wash my hands. Alright, so I'm gonna take this off of this. I got some seasoning on this, so I'm gonna wash it anyway. Plus, I always try to wash it just in case I got chicken juice on it, you know, or whatever it is that I'm messing around with. I like to get all the air out that I can, because the more air you have out, the more it seems to penetrate, I guess, marinate the stuff. I don't know. This is my reasoning behind all my crazy anyway. Alright. This is so cold. It's not frozen, but it's still very cold. And y'all know I'm sensitive to cold anyway, so. Alright. This is gonna just go back into the refrigerator until time to cook, to grill it. And I guess I'll be back. I don't know if Jeff's gonna show y'all that or not, but I'll either be back after everything's done, or he might show you some of that. I don't know yet. Okay, so this is the lentil stew, and there's the couscous and the chicken that Jeff did. Now, we did take this out of the crock pot and put it in the microwave for probably about 30 minutes. And I don't know if that was right or wrong, but it would not get cooked through, so we did that. I had cooked them for over 9 hours, just like it said, but they were still hard in the middle. So we did microwave these, and I wanted y'all to know, just in case, you know, y'all had that situation, and I wanted to be upfront about it anyway. Okay, so Jeff brought cucumber over here too, but my battery died when I was trying to tell y'all. So anyway, we did microwave this for few minutes, a little while, and I'm still not exactly happy with the texture of the lentils. They're fine, but I don't know. Jeff and Noah said they were fine, that they were okay with them. The flavor was good, but I'll let you know what we think after we're done. Also, the picture, I think I said this already, had cheese on it. I did show y'all. So I brought Parmesan cheese out just in case. So I'll be back. Okay, so we're done with supper. My nose is really red. Anyways, we won't be cooking that again. Not that way anyways, because not couscous. I kept saying couscous. Or couscous is what Alexa calls it. Sorry if I made your machines go off. But anyway, what was I saying? The lentils. They just were not the right texture. I have cooked lentils a lot of times. Never in a crock pot though. But I have never had them turn out that way. Now the flavor of that stew was good. But the texture, it just, I can't. And we all decided this is not something we want again. So if you want to try it, it's up to you. I would recommend not doing, except maybe the half amount like we did. I'm glad I did not do the full amount. I mean, it tastes okay, but it was just not that great. So I wouldn't consider it a fail. I just consider it a food we don't want again. But that's part of what we're doing this month. We're trying new things. And like last night, it was wonderful. Tonight, not so much. Hopefully tomorrow night will be better. So anyway, it was okay. I wouldn't recommend it. Try at your own risk. The recipe will be linked down below. But anyway, I guess that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and cooking with me or whatever or something, I don't know. With Jeff as well, because he did grill. And the chicken was wonderful. It was really good. But cucumber was too. Now the couscous, a little bland, but it always is. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow because, like I said, we will be doing the videos every day this time. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels and be sweet.